Hi everyone, Hensby here. Get your popcorn, get your Maltesers. We're going to the fucking movies. On today's episode, I have a special guest, my friend Lauren Kheir, and we are watching Razzle Dazzle.
Catherine Zeta-Jones have won an Oscar if she was scabby or bruised. No, much inside, please. Very disappointed.
We watched this over Zoom, so unfortunately the audio quality isn't as crisp as I would like it, but it's still a fun time, so enjoy.
Oh, this meeting is being recorded. I don't give consent.
Well, too fucking bad. Hi
There you go.
everyone. This is Hensby, and we're here with Lauren Kheir. Lauren, who are you? Tell the people who you are.
I am, wow. Who am I? That's a secret I would never tell.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm from Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
I'm born and raised. I am a props buyer. So I work in film and television. You can't escape it because all you do all day is work in film and television, and then you go home and then you watch movies and television shows, and then you can't escape it. And then it's like in your dreams, and then you wake up and you do it all again. Sometimes I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day, but
We met in acting school, and we
did
lots of plays together.
lots of plays
And
together.
And we
We
lived
lived together.
together for a year. Okay, what movie are we watching, Loz?
We are watching my all-time favorite movie, Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle. What year was it made?
Now, I think it was 2007.
Holy shit. Yep, 07. You were right.
I am right. So Razzle Dazzle is it's an Aussie classic, trying to be strictly ballroom, but doesn't quite get there.
Yeah. So the logline is a hilarious mockumentary about kids' competitive dance, complete with overbearing parents, precocious kids, eccentric instructors, and a host of other quirky characters. And we've got Ben Miller stars in it, and he is a Pisces sun.
I don't really know much about astrology other than the fact that I'm a Virgo.
You are a Virgo.
Don't know what that means. You are a Capricorn.
That's right. So you and me, we're earth signs. So we're very down to earth. And we've also got Kerry Armstrong, who was born on January.
Great actress.
So that makes her a Capricorn as well as me. And a bunch of other Australian actors who you probably are working with, are you?
Well, some of them now. I actually think Keenan Lonsdale is in this. Way back when he was a child. So I haven't worked with any of these people, but I actually grew up with a lot of these kids and actors. Back when I was a year child, I was a competitive dancer.
Indeed. And I did dancing too. So this movie's good for dancing.
So this movie, it's a bit triggering.
It is.
But I actually went to the dance school that this was filmed at. So this whole movie was filmed at the original Brent Street.
Mm-hmm. In Sydney.
Yeah, in Sydney, which if whoever's listening, if you guys don't know anything about dance, it's the number one dance school that you go to or that your parents send you to if they want you to be like the creme de la creme. It's like top notch. If you're there, you know, when you go to that showcase, Dance of Stedford, step aside any other dance school. Once Brent Street's there, it's going to be a competitive game and you're not going to win.
And you went to Brent Street?
I went to Brent Street from the age of 3.
And so you are, would you say, the most trained dancer?
Oh, 100%.
Excellent.
I can stick that triple pirouette any day.
All right, we open and someone's curling a child's hair, and a child is putting on lip gloss and eyeliner. Dance is getting ready. And we've got some information going across the screen about what the statistics of how many dance schools and children do dancing.
I remember her.
You knew her?
Oh, we had, but these kids were like in like 2 year groups above me. So my age group wasn't able to be in the movie.
Oh,
because
shit.
we were too young. Yeah. I remember them filming it, or they filmed, I don't know. Yeah, I remember them filming it and talking about it, but they filmed it in school holidays. So nobody was going to be there.
Was at the studio? Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh. That was like my main dance studio.
Oh, look at Dance Dad. Ooh. Dance Dads are scary. Dance Mum, fine. Dance Dad, he is committed. All right, how old do you reckon these girls are? They're probably like 12?
So these kids, yeah, they would have been about 12.
We're meeting Ben Miller's character, and what's his name in this? He's the dance teacher, Mr. Jonathan. It was always like Mr. someone. Miss Lauren,
Yeah.
Miss Lily is taking the class today.
Always. And they'd actually get really offended if you didn't call them that. You'd
Yeah.
get sent out of the classroom.
You have
How
to
dare you not put Miss in front of my name?
Miss or Mister, that's right. All right, so what's happening?
know.
Like, Mr. Jonathan is like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're rehearsing for the big spectacular competition. And we're seeing girls
So that's pretty much
rehearse-
all what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing them rehearse their little piece, which looked like a bunch of like half of the girls were killing the other half.
Oh, there's Keenan Lonsdale. There he is, right there.
There's
Front and center.
Keenan,
That's him
Lauren's
when he was
friend. We're meeting Miss Elizabeth, and she's the
Miss
head
Elizabeth.
of the rival dance school, isn't she?
Yeah, they're very like ballet based,
Yes.
very classical. Like, you know, they'll do a jazz routine, but it would be like a Broadway number.
Yeah. So Mr. Jonathan's more jazz, contemporary, modern, and then we've got Miss Elizabeth, ballet, RAD, strict to the point. Hair slicked. So we've got a garage in a home in the suburbs with a stage, and you know, it's basically just like a dance studio in someone's house. Now,
Oh my
Tennille.
God, do you remember those jazz shoes? Tennille.
Tennille.
Don't
So,
touch Tennille's hair.
yeah.
Don't touch. Just pat.
So Tennille is the Lauren Kheir of the dance school, of Mr. Jonathan's dance school. She's the top.
Well, I would like to think, but it was definitely not me back in the days. There was
me.
it was a Lillian B.
All right, we're seeing you know, home videos of Tennille dancing when she was just
there we
a
go.
wee little
Sydney
baby.
Dancer Stedford.
Sydney Dancer Stedford. We've got
Oh, okay. So that uniform right there, that costume. I have a photo of me in that costume.
this is really close to your heart. I used to just watch this,
Yeah.
but you were
And the whole dance school, we all got tickets when it came out. And by then the studio had moved over to Fox Studios, where it is now. And everybody, it was like the Saturday, we all finished our dance classes, and every age group got the opportunity to go to Fox, like the movie cinemas there, and watch the movie.
Now we're meeting Barbara Gibbs, who's the assistant to Mr. Jonathan, and she's strict. Like, she's stricter than Mr. Jonathan. Like, she's doing the
Pay your fees or no entry.
Pay the fee, get the girls in on time. She was late. She's on a period. Like, she knows everything. She knows everyone in the school, and she fosters a bunch of kids, doesn't she? She's like a foster.
Always.
And so she brings all the kids to the studio, even if they don't want to dance. Yeah. So see, she's a foster mom, and she's auditioning.
Oh, but she trains the kids.
She auditions kids from the foster home to see if they can dance, and then she brings them into the dance studio. That's pretty bad. He didn't make it. Poor guy. Poor kid.
Oh, poor guy.
If he doesn't make it, he doesn't get a foster mum. That's so fucked.
So, like, what happens when the dance season's over? Does she send them back?
She must send them back. So my dance school did not have like an office where we had costumes there. Like, our dance school was like just the dance floor and a bit of an upstairs bit where we put our bags. There was no.
We had head of wardrobe and a whole wardrobe department.
Oh my God.
Oh, so this is a new kid. A new kid has entered the block, and she is about to become Tennille's arch nemesis. Here we go. My favorite scene. Hush, hush. Listen. Do not touch Tennille's hair.
Do not touch Tennille's hair.
It's an iconic line. If I was to ever get a tattoo, it would be that.
Don't touch Tennille's hair on your ass.
And there's always that one kid that always wore the tiara in the bun.
Yes, the tiara in the bun.
I don't know.
Tennille's mum's just gone up to the new girl. What's the new girl's name? Anyway, and been like, welcomed her into the studio. And the new girl's mum was like,
Tennille, she'll teach you the ropes. Just stay away from her because she's like the shining star.
Be friends with Tennille so you can be under Tennille.
This is really triggering.
Those costumes.
I remember that outfit.
Lycra
on lycra.
I guess the first half of this movie is just introducing us to the people. You know, we've got
you're just meeting everyone. You're just seeing, you know, who's the who, what's the goss.
Yeah.
I think this is so now they're talking about all the awards that they've won.
Mr. Jonathan's the underdogs, you know, they're doing a really interesting piece. It's about pollution, venereal disease. Oh, venereal. I thought it was Muriel disease. Muriel disease? You're terrible.
Muriel disease. You're terrible, Muriel.
Muriel disease. Did you have a dance mum that helicoptered?
Yes.
Girls?
Yes. Her name was
redacted.
The girl's name was Bethany, and she was in my year, and her mum would pull her out because we'd be divided into ones, twos, and threes. Obviously, one is where you want to be, and they put her daughter in two, and she took her daughter out and pushed her into the one class.
Oh my God. Tennille is singing. Now, you have a history of singing lessons. Were you like this?
Yeah. Not run by my mother. It's talking about how Tennille's dad wanted her to be a soccer star, and the mother wasn't going to cope. And she could just tell from the ultrasound that she was going to be a dancer. She danced out of the room.
Yeah, now Grace has just come to class late and her hair's a mess, but her mum's pregnant. You know, she's probably got baby brain.
And she's not a dance mum.
Now, someone's just
fainted.
Right, now, remember when someone would faint or something terrible would happen, someone would fall, and the drama, it was like, oh my God,
oh my gosh.
Okay?
Oh no.
And then you go into
like,
Lauren fainted in class today. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you'd sit in front of the mirror and watch everyone dance, and everyone would give you those pity eyes. Like,
I broke my wrist in 8 and I still wanted to go to dancing, but my dance teacher was like, look, you can do it, but you can't really, because I was like this, I had like my elbow bent in this cast, and so I was trying to do ballet and it was just like not working.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sit out and just watch.
No, and then you'd always be like really you'd be the hard worker, because even though you had a broken leg or a broken arm or a broken wrist, you were still going to class.
I still wanted to be there. It's important to me. So Mr. Jonathan's School of Dance are going to be in the spectacular competition. We've got Barbara, and she is on a mission.
I think she's on a mission to get the best change room.
So everyone's piling into the venue for the competition, semi-finals. Clothes racks, costumes, people are putting on their the children are putting on their makeup. Girls from other dance schools are talking to other girls. You know, it's all very
practicing,
friendly.
rehearsing, yeah.
Friendly in the dressing room, not really. Yeah, rehearsing. And Tennille's mum barged past Miss Elizabeth.
Right, it's all about the mums. It's not about the kids.
Nah.
Oh my God, I can smell that hairspray.
Oh, the dance crushes. If there was another boy in the troupe, everyone loved him.
Oh, there was always one.
There was one.
And do you want to know who when I was dancing, who was the one boy in our year group?
Who?
It was Michael Demesky.
Oh, shut up. Did you dance with him?
I remember at Brent Street, and all he could do was flip. Right. Yeah. And he was this tiny little kid with this mop of blonde hair, and all the girls had a massive crush on him.
So Tennille's mum's just
bribing the judge.
Bribed a judge with
it's not even
champagne.
It's not even a good bottle of champagne. No. I'd say it's bubbles.
Yuck.
If you really want to win, you got to give him the verve.
You got to give the verve. So what competitions did you do as a dancer? Anything like this?
Yeah. So this, I think, is based on Showcase, which is the National Dance Championships.
Right.
And it was literally the world's biggest moneymaker, because they would literally, you wouldn't have the Sydney regionals and then all the states. You would go to every single suburb.
Ooh. Yeah.
All over the place. And then the grand final was on the Gold Coast at Jupiter's Casino.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That big one. Oh, we never did anything like that because we were from buttfuck Nowra. We didn't even know anything about it.
Oh my God. Okay, I have a story about those chairs. That chair, exactly that chair. So I was not, you might want to pause the movie for this. On that chair.
So what is it? It's a pink chair that was on the stage.
It's a pink plastic chair. You know those pink plastic type chairs?
Yeah.
So once this film was over, they were then kind of left in the studio. So, they would always be around. And there was this one room that we were on lunch break and we were all playing around, and Lauren, as a child, was quite chubby. Puberty hadn't hit yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're a kid.
I was this, right? But being surrounded by all these skinny dancers, I stuck out quite a lot. So we were all hanging around lunchtime playing, and I got up on this chair and I was jumping on this chair and I fell through the chair. I broken the chair.
Oh, shit.
And everybody made fun of me. You broke the chair, Lauren. Oh my God, you broke the chair. And I was so embarrassed by it. I denied it. I didn't break the chair. I didn't fall through the chair. What are you talking about? Anyway, my sister, my younger sister, was always around because her year group ended up molding into my year group at one point. And my sister was always defended me
Aw.
And she came and she was like, guys, you need to stop talking about Lauren. You didn't break the chair. Anyway, she believed me this whole time.
Until today,
time.
you reveal that.
6 months ago, I told her I actually broke the chair.
And what did she say?
She laughed and said, are you serious? I defended you.
Defended you.
I had your back from breaking that chair.
Oh.
And you broke it.
We were. Oh, someone spewed backstage. That's common. Your nerves get the best of you. You get real nervous, or you work so hard that you spew. So now Tennille's mum is like going through the crowd trying to film it. I don't think you're allowed to film.
It's now illegal. It's copyright. It's a copyright issue. So you have to pay like $40,000 to get a recording of the dance video.
Yeah, maybe like 100 something for not that much
per dance. And now you get on USB.
All right, we've got Mr. Jonathan's routine. Tennille's coming out on point too.
On point.
And she's dressed as a vampire.
Oh.
And then we've got all the other kids being like holding these boxes that say labor and disease.
And the mask.
And
disease, like
capitalism.
The background. Oh my God, do you remember those shoes? Do you remember those shoes?
The jazz shoe? Do you remember the chunky jazz shoe with the sole with the cutout in the middle?
Yeah, my mum would never let me wear them.
What?
They weren't supported for your feet, and it wasn't like a cool thing to wear. Like it was like the ballet teacher wore them.
Tennille's good. Did you go on point?
Yeah. I actually can't go on point because my toe next to my big toe is longer.
Oh no.
I know. So I wasn't actually on 2 points.
I was on point, and my ankles were so weak that I couldn't get up. I had to jump up onto point. I couldn't slowly, rise up. So Mr. Jonathan's team, well done, guys. They did what the fuck was it even about? Just war.
It's about, society.
Grace, we love you, Grace. She's the underdog.
Grace is doing her thing,
She's the Chloe to the Maddie, if we're talking dance mums.
Yeah, judging, like the adjudication, my heart would pound, and you'd hold as a team, and you hold hands.
You'd breathe, and you'd be like, "It's fine if we don't win." Oh my God! Remember highly commended? How fucked was highly commended? You were like, "We shouldn't have even fucking come." What the fuck? No. The highly commended. Now, Mr. Jonathan got what do they get? 3rd place. How embarrassing. So when you accept your award as a dancer, you have to curtsy, don't you? You put your foot behind and you land.
And then when you would stand up on stage, you'd stand like this.
Yes.
See, like
you'd have to stand in 5th, wouldn't you? 5th position.
No, you would stand like one leg out and then the other leg would be stuck behind.
Oh, yes.
And it would just like pull it out.
Yeah, one leg basically. Now, Miss Elizabeth's team won. Got Mr. Jonathan on the stage by himself, no audience. Oh, he slipped in the vomit. Yuck! It's got sawdust over it. They always put sawdust. Just clean it up. I used to do this.
And it's always
we'd get the
Christmas
DVD back, and I would watch it back, being like, "How can I be better?"
Watch it all summer long. I watched.
And I'd learn the other dances, like the senior dances, from the video, and I'd be like, "I know this dance." And they'd be like, "How do you know it?" And I'm like, "Because I watched it on the DVD." Do you still know moves from dances? I do. I still have choreography in my head that will never leave. I'll be old and Alzheimer's in a home dancing these little bits of choreo.
What was my favorite routine I had ever done was it was up there as one of my top favorites. It was Wind It Up, and we were dolls and we had red cheeks and like drawn eyeliner, but then it was like mashed up with I was a new kid.
Yes. We did one. What's my favorite? I don't even know. We did Put Your Hands Up for Detroit. That was good. We did that in America. So Barbara's gone to the foster home and she's trying to return a kid.
She returned a child because they didn't win.
That's fucked. Okay, wait, let me explain. Tennille's mum has taken Tennille to the plastic surgeon. And so the plastic surgeon is gone up to Tennille's mum and been like, cool, so we can look at the cartilage in your nose and do this, this, and that. And Tennille's mum is like, no, not for me.
No, it's not for me. I've got a perfect nose. It's for my child.
Oh my God, this is horrendous. She's 12.
This is how kids get body dysmorphia.
I learned dancing too for a lot of my fucking issues.
And it's only very recently that I've come to accept it.
Yeah, you got to be comfortable with, like, you live with it, like, live with this for that long. Might as well just keep going.
There was this one time, I remember this so clearly. This girl said to me, Lauren, you have the best ass. You have the smallest waist. You're so skinny. If only your thighs were thinner, you would look perfect.
You do have a good ass, though. You're pretty famous.
I was born. I've always had a good. I think it's the Lebanese in me, being half Lebanese.
No.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Back to the film. So,
Yep.
so there was a dance school that they weren't allowed. Like they weren't able to make it. So then Mr. Jonathan's school was able to step in.
Yep.
I think it was like the mummy people.
Yeah. So the people who came
School had gone under.
dropped out. So now Mr. Jonathan is allowed to be in the competition. How exciting!
Yeah.
Did that ever happen to you, where it was like we didn't make it? Oh wait, we did. Sometimes.
No, because we always made it. I remember biggest scandal. There was one routine we did. It was called Monster Symphony. And it was an orchestrated version of all these Gaga songs. And we were the different seasons. And it was a contemporary dance, and we had lights in our costumes. And we would change the color of the lights with every season, every section. Anyway, this was at the City of Dance, Sedford. And then this rumor went around that a school had been disqualified. And everyone's like, guys, it's you. You've been disqualified because you use like lighting. We never found out who it was.
You wouldn't be disqualified for using lighting. So Tennille and her mum are doing a dance at, what is this night? Like a fundraiser night or something?
It's like a fundraising, yeah. And
Tennille's mum is loving it. It's the living through the kid.
Yeah. I could never do it, so you are.
I think if I had a kid, I reckon I would be a full-on stage mum. Like, get in there. Like,
one of the brothers that always just wanted to do.
That was my brother.
Your brother.
Yeah, so I did dancing, and then my brother did break dancing when he was a kid, about 5 years. He was really good. He won the awards. We're talented in this family.
Look,
so,
all she wants. No, you cannot eat a piece of Vegemite toast. Wow, now I feel like.
Yeah, Tennille's dad made Tennille a piece of Vegemite.
Too much carbs.
And Tennille's mum was like, absolutely not. Now, Grace is pissed off. She's locked herself in a room, and Grace's mum is like, what's wrong, Grace? I just think Grace is getting a bit discouraged, like, she loves it, but there's too much pressure because she's good, but,
But she's not, she's no Tennille.
No, she's angry at her mum because her mum's always making her late, and she wants to be there. And
she wants to be that kid.
Yeah. But, at least your mum's taking you to dancing. Some parents don't even take kids in dancing. As RuPaul says, every child should do a dance class, a ballet class.
They should.
You should. It's fucking way. I imagine a ballet class is probably just as hard or more hard than like a military thing.
Sorry. So this bit, they're auditioning for the solo.
Yes. Okay.
Obviously, there's always, Tennille is in she's in a new costume.
She's wearing a costume to an audition, which is huge. And it is
she's
silver onesie
with the matching jazz shoes and the matching crown tiara.
So Tennille's mum
smile at the end.
That bit in Mean Girls when Regina's mum's in the crowd, that's basically what was just happening. She's dancing along with Tennille.
Yeah. Oh my God, frettes. Barani.
I could do 10 fouettes and then absolutely not once have ever done a Barani. Would never be able to do. Oh, split leg.
I cannot do them. My hips are so tight that I can't get them off the ground.
You gotta stretch. I still stretch to this day.
Always.
Okay, we did an Egyptian dance, and these dance mums brought out this basket, and in the basket was little me, and I came out of the basket like a snake. So good.
What?
Yes, I was a little snake. And then we did all this, Egyptian moves. Barbara's come in holding this dance boy. So Barbara's like, all right, do your move. And the boy, opening move, a Barani and then a back handspring. And by the way, Mr. Jonathan's troupe doesn't have a boy, which always you get more points if you got a boy in your group. Just
always.
He's good. Well, yeah, it's like, where did Barbara find him? We know that she's a bit sus on the old foster kids. Who is this foster kid that she's brought in who's just a dream talent? Beautiful spin leap.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh.
He could point his fucking toes, actually. And Barbara's like, amazing. Look at this kid that I found. So Tennille's mum pissed. She's like, where the fuck did this boy come from? We don't need a boy to steal the show when we've got Tennille. All right, we're warming up. Mr. Jonathan's troupe warming up. All the dance mums sort of talking, getting ready. And Mr. Jonathan's got another present from Tennille's mum and Tennille bribing away. Did you ever have a briber?
Christmas time.
And just before the concert, like, oh man.
Or they'd be private meetings.
I hated them. Oh, okay. Mr. Jonathan's put up the list. Lead boy.
Who's
Tyson.
the lead? Tyson. Lead girl, Grace.
Ensemble.
And who's at the top of the ensemble?
Tennille.
Tennille.
Tyson and Grace are the leads. Tennille ensemble. How embarrassing for Tennille.
Okay. Also, that is a different list to the other one.
It is. All right, props master McGee. We've got a hand. Okay.
Handwritten.
So, Mr. Jonathan.
Continuity needs to be shot. Whoever's
Mr.
continuity on this show needs to be fired. You
Let me
did
explain.
the job.
People aren't watching. Let me explain.
Okay.
Mr. Jonathan's put up the list, and the first prop that's used is a handwritten list, and highlighted, got red text. But then the next
spacing.
shot, the close-up shot of the list is typed out.
Typed with grand final spelled
Grand
wrong.
final is one word, and
It's grand final.
that looks like Times New Roman. That's annoying for
Yeah,
you.
it is. That is so annoying. That is my pet hate. And what is also my other pet hate? When the phones are flipped the other way round.
Oh my God, I hate an upside down phone. Are you an idiot?
That's me. But who picks it up like that?
It's your responsibility as an actor to make the props work for you. And you're doing it upside down.
Yeah, but they also, and
You look dumb.
I have a lot of stories of the things that piss me off.
I can imagine. So now Tennille's mum distraught. She's having a fucking breakdown. And Tennille's like, it's fine, mum. I'm happy to be in the ensemble. Now Tennille's eating bread and butter and Vegemite. And Tennille's mum looks hungover. She looks
In her
good.
Juicy Couture tracksuit.
But just
Wow.
she's having like 6 Baroccas. Girl. 4 weeks till the grand final. And Mr. Jonathan is looking up Nelson Mandela books and the global crisis, global agenda. He
That's
wants
like
to get,
crime.
yeah, he wants the theme of this dance piece to be revolutionary. You know, it's got to be about, you know, people in Africa starving and AIDS and, you know,
All the good stuff that makes a really good dance piece.
all the good stuff like AIDS. Yes, that's right. All right, so he's rehearsing his moves, planning it out. That's good. I never planned out any of the dances I teach the kids. I'd be like, and just go like this, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now Grace's mum is like, oh, you're working on the routine? What's going on? And Mr. Jonathan's like, oh yeah, there's nothing. It's, you know, it's just what I'm completely passionate about. And they have a nice little flirty conversation here, don't they?
Oh, there's always that single mom and a single dance, or the non-single dance, and then they end up having an affair.
We had a girl who had knits and her mum just shaved her head. She just shaved all her hair off. All right, Tyson's doing his little solo. He's flipping and jumping.
Always.
Tennille hates life in the ensemble. Grace is working really hard. You know, they're 12 and they're fucking working their little butts off.
Oh, see, my mum was a volunteer in the costume department.
My mum didn't want one single thing to do with the mums at dancing. She was like, I'm dropping you off and I'm leaving. But then I was like, well, that's affecting my, you know, chances of getting in the front row because all of the girls' mums who are in it are in the front row. And I'm like, you need to step it up, get in there. But I think that made me stronger. Made me I had to work.
Yeah, because you had to fight for yourself.
Yeah, I didn't need my mum to kiss some ass to get to where I was. I got there on
No way, you did it yourself.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Miss
Chocolate.
Elizabeth group. And
Who the heck has been eating chocolate? Why is someone eating chocolate?
found a chocolate wrapper. And now she's weighing all of her 12-year-old students. 12 to 14.
Oh, this is
This
where, oh my God.
Is
This
why
is the issues we have in life.
she
Oh my God, you know who that is?
That's Puberty Blues.
Puberty Blues.
Yeah, that's Puberty Blues. So what, Tennille's getting like a private lesson from this a better teacher than Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
A private lesson. So the closest block to where I grew up was like an hour away. So in Nowra, there was a block. I had to go to Wollongong. And it was always very exciting.
It was. I used to love beginning of the year where you go to block and you would go to the shop and you do your dance fitting.
Yep.
Get all the shoes you needed.
Yep.
And you'd be like, Mom, I need these shoes. No, you don't. What are you talking about? The police.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Barbara's coming out of the police station and she's been caught by the mockumentary team. They're watching her and she's covering her face.
It's like Abby Lee.
It does.
Why?
She's been kidnapping foster children.
An overzealous foster parent become a reluctant kidnapper.
Barbara kidnapped Tyson. Shut the front door. Poaching.
poaching
Yeah.
was the biggest scandal, and it would always happen at dance comps.
Poaching. We had the last year of Julianne's, we had this freak lady, girl, woman, my age, go and text everybody who she wanted to come over to her new dance school, poached them all, went to their house, door knocking. They'd be like, yeah, she came to my house and told me to come to this other dance school. It was just scandalous, though, you know? It was just wrong, morally wrong, ethically not good.
And then you would feel really offended when she didn't ask you.
I didn't want to be fucking asked by her. I was ruling the school now that she'd left anyway. It was good.
Oh, that happened so many times.
So many times.
Everybody just wanted to start a dance school. Well, you don't need more dance schools.
I got offered. My dance teacher was like, do you want to take over this school? I was like, I'm 18 years old. No, I don't. Thank you, though.
Lily Hensby's Dance Academy. So you would say, this is the thing, you would never trust something called the academy. It would have to be Lily Hensby's Performing Arts.
Yeah, but I hated my last name back then. When I was 18, I just wanted to be Lily May. I didn't want the Hensby. Now I love the Hensby.
Oh, Hensby's great.
Lily May's School of Dance, Nowra, New South Wales.
Lily May. You sound like a TikToker. Tennille is now the new soloist. Tennille is replacing the boy.
And Mr. Jonathan is freaking the fuck out. You ever get screamed at by a dance teacher?
Yeah, numerous times.
You're like, I'm a kid. I'm a literal child. And you're screaming at me.
Yeah. I've spent 4 hours cleaning this routine. What the heck does cleaning mean?
Oh, yeah, we had polish. I want to see a polished performance.
Oh my God. When that rat came in with the costumes and you wanted to be the kid that wore the costume to see what it was going to look like when you danced in it.
The costumes are so expensive.
So your dance teacher would go to Bali in the beginning of the year and suss out all the costume houses, and all the teachers had to come up with the designs for the costumes to send them over so they could get made in Bali.
Oh my God.
And then and we would get our costumes from this place called House of Priscilla, and it was like top quality costumes, and it's now a drag house. And there, or you would get your costumes from like the Supre big outlet.
Yes. Now, Supre, we were big Supre costume, or a Quip. Remember a Quip? We'd get like the fluid.
Quip or
Ice design. Yep. So we'd have cheap. We're Nowra, we're cheap as chips.
You wouldn't keep your costumes. You'd return them. The costumes.
We kept because we paid.
So we'd pay a fee, and I think it was like $25 fee, and you would return the costumes.
Brutal.
And then it was so nice when I went to a dance school and I got to keep the costume.
Yeah, I only got rid of mine a couple years ago. So Tennille's mum obviously has this, I guess, electric pulse thing that she's put on Tennille's calf muscles to make them stronger. Now, it's night before the competition, isn't it? So Grace
setting all these alarms.
About 5 alarms so her mum won't be late. And she's got 7 a.m. in big letters on
7
the
a.m.
big signs around. We must leave at 7 a.m. because, she doesn't trust her mum.
Baby brain.
All right, grand final night.
Yeah. Always be in this spot. Okay, so that is the Roslyn Packard Theatre.
Oh, my goodness. Did you ever have to do a dance with a wig? Did you have a wig? We had a couple wigs.
Did I ever do a dance with a wig? No. I performed my school talent quest being Tracy Turnblad with a wig, and the wig fell off, and I didn't hit the high note and could have only Baltimore, but I never had to do dance.
The wig fell off?
Coloured bob
wig. We had that. I had a white one, and then we made it grey because we did a spooky dance. Miss Elizabeth's team, they're all in pink bobs, and they're doing a great, beautiful choreography. Really, it's really sharp. And they're in just pretty much bra and undies that are sparkly, but they're all children. Yeah. So it's like, what color was Brent Street? Like your uniform? We had black and red.
So our logo was, so back then the logo was black and white, but we didn't really have colors. Right. Our tracksuits were like dependent on what the fashion trend was, and back then it was the Juicy Couture tracksuit. So we had our own Brent Street Juicy Couture tracksuits. But we didn't have a uniform. Okay, here we go.
These costumes, they're camo, but like gold and red sparkly camo.
Okay, so this looks like it's not their dance school. It's not. Is it Miss Jonathan's?
Yeah,
It is.
they're in.
Oh,
Oh
they're
God, I forgot.
monster broken arm.
They're wearing. That's a burqa.
Burkas. They are wearing burkas. I actually did a routine once where I wore a burqa.
Oh my
I
God.
wore the face covering thing, and thinking about it now, it was actually really bad. But it was talking about how it was Aura, that Lady Gaga song, and it was talking about how the woman was behind the mask, mysterious, and then we pulled down our mask and we were like free again.
That's horrendous.
That's what this is. This looks like
Yeah, so Mr. Jonathan's troupe, we've got the ensemble in burqas and they're doing dance moves, and then we've got Tennille's. It's split
God,
into two.
backdrop
We've
and all.
got Grace is in a burqa, and then Tennille, the other lead, is a soldier.
it's the war.
Tennille's fallen.
No.
Tennille fell.
Oh no.
Tennille fell. She
Was
tried to do a
Tennille
hip
meant to
kick
fall?
and she fell. And
Oh
Tennille's
no,
mum
no.
freaking out. Tennille's crying. She's hurt herself. Now Miss Elizabeth
Oh my God.
in the wing laughing.
So excited.
How funny is it when someone falls?
Oh,
Okay, funniest thing in dancing. Someone's costume falling off, hilarious. Then under that, someone falling.
yeah.
Costume falling off, funniest. We did a dance once where all we were wearing was a pink leotard and a pink chiffon skirt, and this girl's skirt just fell off.
No.
Okay,
This is a really powerful moment. Tennille's mum making her dance. Tennille's dad pulling Tennille's mum off Tennille. She's had enough. She doesn't want to do this anymore. Stop trying to live her dream through you.
On the stage. So Tennille's mum ran on the stage, was like, get up, dance. And then Tennille's dad, no, picks her up. Says,
no, she just wants to play soccer.
She wants to play soccer. She wants to jump on the trampoline. She's a kid. And so what's happening? It's like Mr. Jonathan's troupe can't finish the dance. What are we going to do? Tennille's mum stacks it at the Rosalind Packer Theatre. So now back to the dressing room. What do you do? Have you ever had a routine where the music didn't start? We had that once.
Yep.
Like, move on. Next team. It's like, oh, we didn't even get to perform. Now the judges are deliberating. The judges are like, we should let the team go again. We should let Mr. Jonathan's troupe have another go. And the other lady's like, no.
For the kids.
And Miss Elizabeth is like, absolutely not. They should be disqualified because blah, 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 blah. But then the judge is like, no, I think it's for the kids. And Miss Elizabeth is pissed. So Mr. Jonathan's like, right, let's go. We'll quickly, maneuver the routine.
Reblock. You need to reblock the routine.
I was a spoon once in Beauty and the Beast. How embarrassing.
I thought you were Gaston.
No, I was LeFou. In a different years later, there was like a musical of Beauty and the Beast, and I was just a fucking spoon. I was the corkscrew, and I used to do heaps of spin leaps, but then they were like, no, we don't want you to do that anymore. Like the night of the performance. And I was like, well, what am I going to be and be our guest? And they're like, we don't know. I'm like, this is a pathetic musical company. That's you, Albatross Musical Theatre Society from Nowra. Fuck yous. Mr. Jonathan's team going again. They've reblocked. They've re-corried. They've got a set, though. I didn't see any other schools with a set.
How the heck did they get the set in?
It drops down. You'd know about that.
I know, but like from a dancing point of view, like, they're not going to prioritize rigging this up.
The burqa girls are taking the guns off the other girls. Oh my God, this is so fucking guns on stage. Remember when we saw The Bodyguard and that guy?
Oh my God, that was. I've never laughed so hard in a serious movie in my life. And he pulls out the gun, but then the laser went into the audience.
We saw a dress run of The Bodyguard in 20.
Because we got free tickets because I was worked at
the theatre. It was great.
Yeah.
And so the dress. Paulini lost a shoe halfway through. They had to stop.
That's right, and they had to redo that scene like 6 times.
Yeah, and then the stalker of The Bodyguard, the stalker of Paulini, had a gun with a laser light on it. And I think it's illegal to point.
It's illegal to point a laser at someone, let alone a whole auditorium. And them with the laser gun.
But it was also a gun, which I don't think you're allowed to point at an audience either. You can't point a gun on stage at the audience or a laser. And it was like,
have to have an like an armorer on.
Yeah, or someone.
What if he accidentally slipped and pulled the trigger and there was a bullet in it?
Oh my God, imagine. So Mr. Jonathan's routine sort of ends with the girls in the burqas tying up the soldiers. And then they go behind the set, which is sort of this, temple. Then the temple doors open, and all the girls that were in the burqas now have futuristic,
Sorry, can we just go back? Can we just go back a bit and just watch that transition?
What the fuck is happening? So the girls in the burqas now have huge Marge Simpson type wigs on, but they are orange, and then fluoro green sort of cute
Bobble dresses.
hoop dresses. Yeah. Now they're doing a song to Everybody's Free, and they've broken the guns, getting rid of the guns. And now it's getting into a jazz routine, and it was a contemporary piece. Remember those pieces that they'd start real slow, and then they'd get faster?
Yep.
Grace is getting lifted up. She's the star. They're letting the soldiers free. Find the peace, I guess. Now everybody's dancing. It's a good time. Mr. Jonathan, absolutely stoked. Miss Elizabeth, shitting her pants. She's like, fuck, this is actually good.
We have no hope. Oh my God, award time.
Yes, award time. Participation award. Well done. How embarrassing.
Goes to every kid.
Miss Elizabeth got, what, third?
Smile, please.
So then the winners are?
Number 9.
Yes, they did it. That gave me goosebumps. National champions.
National champs. Not just the state, national. The whole of Australia. Woohoo! Oh, Mr. Jonathan and Grace's mum are hugging a bit too long. It's a familial hug. It's nice. It's warm. Mr. Jonathan's so happy. And that's it. That's the end. So Mr. Jonathan changed his...
Wait, I want to know. What happened to Tennille?
Tennille's dead. Hang on. Let's see who the props person was so you can have a phone call with them about that terrible continuity. There's a post-credit scene, everybody. My bad.
That's when you know it's a good film.
That's true. So Tennille's on a pogo stick with her dad. They're having fun. And Tennille's mum...
Pregnant again.
Pregnant, and she's starting from scratch, is what she said, because she's going to have another dance daughter. Razzle, Dazzle.
Razzle, Dazzle. That has got to be, hands down, one of the best Aussie films ever created.
It's silly, it's fun, it's energetic, it's a mockumentary, so it feels real. Even if you don't have a dance history, you can still watch this.
Or any competitive, like, you can really relate it to soccer.
Anything, yeah.
Gymnastics.
Person. That's a big one.
Well, that was...
for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel so honored that I am the first person. Actually, you didn't pick me. I volunteered.
You volunteered, and I appreciate that, because I was like, I'll get Lauren on it someday. But you were like straight in.
It's I love podcasts.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you for having me.
Amazing.
It's been really good. If there's any other movies you want to watch, and I'm really happy that I could give you like the insider gossip.
I think that was good. You knew all the goss
on the film. Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's like watching behind the scenes. Actually, when Shang-Chi comes out, we can do behind the scenes, because Shang-Chi was the film that started my career.
Big dog laws on the old Marvel's fucking books.
I think everyone is really going to like Shang-Chi. Okay, cool. I think they will. It's really good. Thanks for the plug of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi out in cinemas September 3rd. All right. Thanks, Loz. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye.